Hi, I'm Abby.
Hi, I'm Nat Faxon, and this is Disenchantment from A to Z.
A is for all of the incredible crew. I'm talking the artists, the writers, the animators, the sound engineers, the assistants, etc. Everyone that comes together, the whole team behind Disenchantment. B is for Sir Billy West. I think he should be knighted. I added the S, but I'm adding the Sir after, but it's for Billy West, who voices so many characters. Sorcerio, one of my favorite is Pops, and so many. I love Billy. I was just sort of like in awe getting to record next to him.
C is for Cat, which is what Lucy, the demon, looks like on our show. There's even a character poster that says the world's only talking cat. But he's not a cat, he's a demon.
D is for Dreamland, the world in which Disenchantment takes place.
E is for Matt Groening's favorite character, Elfo. Hi, I'm Elfo. Matt never said that it was his favorite character, but in my mind he did. F is for 50, which is the number of takes Eric Andre usually needs to get his lines right. Yeah, peek behind the curtain, everyone.
G is for the gift of friendship. That is really the core of Disenchantment. H is for hell. So much of the show takes place in hell. None of the show feels like hellish. It's like a set piece. It's actually making the shows the opposite of hellish. Heaven, like some would say.
I is for improv, which the writers and the creators of the show kindly allow us to do. Usually my nonsensical improv doesn't make it into the show. However, they indulge me nonetheless and allow me to do several improvised takes and then say things like, oh, that was so funny. Let's get a couple more on script just to have.
J is for Jerry. Jerry! One of my absolute favorite characters, who is voiced by the one and only David Herman.
K is for the Kingdom of Dreamland, which is where a lot of our action takes place. A place where you can be burned at the stake, stoned, only to be brought back to life, to then be killed again by a flaming arrow. L is for love. L could be for Lucy, but we all know that Eric Andre doesn't need any more attention, okay? So L is for love. My character Elfo has endless supply of love, mostly for Bean, sometimes Lucy, and even on occasion, as in season 3, you'll find out, for inanimate objects. Spoiler alert.
M is for Merkimer, the Prince of Bentwood, who was turned into a pig and is voiced by Matt Berry. N is for Nat Faxon, one of my favorite people. I met Nat making the show. Nat, of course, voices Elfo. Yeah, he's just one of my favorite people. I love Elfo, and yeah.
O is for two of my favorite characters, Oddval and Una, played by Maurice LaMarche and TRESS MACNEILLE, respectively, two icons in the voiceover world and two of the most lovely people that you will ever meet.
P is for Princess Tia Beanie Maria Beanie de la Rochambeau Grunkwitz. That is my character's full name, obviously.
Q is for Queen Dagmar, Bean's mother and the first wife of King Zog, played by Sharon Horgan, who is an incredible voiceover artist, an incredible actress, an incredible writer and creator. And I'm hoping that if I say enough wonderful things about her, she'll cast me in her next hit series. R is for release day, January 15th, Disenchantment Part 3 on Netflix. Netflix, you can mail a check directly to my home address for that massive plug. You're welcome.
S is for STEAMLAND, which is the technologically advanced country, I believe, that Bean stumbles upon and is wowed by. And T is for TRESS MACNEILLE. TRESS is just, yeah, talk about, it's an honor to record on the same show as her. Whenever I watch a show and our characters, like if any character she's playing, one of her main characters is Una. Whenever I hear my voice in the same scene as her, I'm just, it's, if you can't tell, I'm in awe of all the actors on this show, and I just feel lucky. L is not one of my words, but it's lucky.
U is for under, as in Abbi Jacobson gets under my skin when she yells at me and lashes out at me for eating shrimp salad, garlic knots, or a huge vat of hummus with my hands when I'm in the recording booth. I'm sorry, Abbi, some people can't control their hunger, especially in tight spaces. Under, also in reference to the show, at the end of part 2, we see Bean, Elfo, and Lucy fall through the ground, and at the beginning of part 3, we find them in this weird underworld inhabited by these strange creatures called trogs. Spoiler alert number 16.
V is for, obviously, Vip and Vap.
W. W is for West, as in Billy West, another legendary voiceover actor who voices many characters on our show, including Elfo's dad, Pops. Billy is also, like myself, from Boston, so I love him even more. Go Sox, go Bees, go C's, go Pats. X is for Executioner. It's the alternate spelling. X for Stan, the executioner who saves Bean, Elfo, and Lucy from prison at the end of part 2. X is also slang for a drug that you might feel like you are on when you are watching an episode in part 3. There are mushrooms, there are magical rainbow colors. It is the most visually stimulating thing you'll ever watch in your life. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get there. Have fun.
Y is for you, the viewer, the fan. The show would not be possible without you.
Z is for Zog, as in King Zog, played by John DiMaggio, one of the funniest people you'll ever encounter. And the things that he can do with his voice and throat are both hilarious, yet extremely troubling.
And that is the alphabet according to Disenchantment. Thanks so much for watching.